English with me. Today we shall understand the usage of the modal could. The modal could is a past form of the modal can. A detailed explanation of the modal can has been done in another video, the link for which I shall share in the description. The modal could is a past form of the modal can. Whereas the modal can speaks about the present ability, the modal could speaks about the past ability. Maybe the ability may not be there today, but the ability was there in the past. We make use of the modal could. The ability to do something was there in the past. For example, I could see the movie on the first day of release. I could see the movie on the first day of release. That means I had that ability. In the past, whenever the movie was released, on the first day itself, I used to see that movie. Maybe which I am not doing it now. So I had that ability in the past, but that ability is not there now. I could walk 10 kilometers a day when I was in college. I could walk 10 kilometers a day when I was in college. Maybe I don't have that ability now. Maybe now I am able to walk more than 10 kilometers, or maybe I am able to walk less than 10 kilometers. But the ability to walk 10 kilometers a day was there when I was there in the college, but not at the present. So the modal could talks about the ability in the past, unlike the modal can. When you are requesting somebody to help you to do something, we can make use of the modal could. We can even make use of the modal can, but could is a very polite form of asking the question. For example, when you say, could you carry this bag for me? You are requesting someone, you want your bag to be carried, and you are requesting someone to help you carry the bag. You can even ask, can you carry this bag for me? That would seem a little bit impolite. But if you want to make a polite request, we can make use of the modal could. Could you help me post the letter? Could you help me post the letter? Again, this is a very polite form of requesting someone. If you want to get your work done, and if you are requesting someone, and that too in a very polite manner, make use of the modal could. You can even make use of the modal can. Can you help me post the letter? But that would sound impolite. So for making a polite request, make use of the modal could, whether it is in the past tense or it is there in the present. You can even use the modal could for asking permission. For asking permission. For example, could I come in? Could I come in? You are asking permission from someone. You want to enter a room and you want to ask permission in a very polite manner. So I have made use of the modal could. So whenever you need to ask permission, and that too in a very polite manner, make use of the modal could instead of the modal can. Could I borrow your pen to write? Could I borrow your pen to write? Again, this is a very polite form of asking a person. You need a pen and you are requesting the person for a pen. That time you can make use of the modal could. A very polite way of asking someone for something. Remember, the modal could is used for asking permission. But remember, don't use the modal could to give permission or to refuse permission. Only for asking permission, we can use the modal could. The modal could also talks about the possibility. A possibility of something to happen but which did not happen. For example, if you had started early, you could have reached on time. Means what? There was a possibility that you could have reached on time, but it did not happen. Why? Because you did not start early. Had you started earlier, you could have reached the destination on time. So talks about the possibility, but the possibility did not happen. If you had started early, had I started early, you could have reached on time. Because he or she or I had not started early, I could not reach the destination on time. You could have completed the project yesterday. You could have completed the project yesterday. But yesterday, maybe you did not sit to write the project. You could not complete your work. So there was a possibility of you completing the project yesterday. But because you did not sit to do, you could not complete it. You could have completed the project yesterday if you had sat to write. So because you did not sit to write, you could not complete the project. So it also talks about the possibility of happening, but it did not happen. The modal could can also be asked when you are going to talk about likelihood in the form of a question. Likelihood in question. Like for example, when I write, could it be my mother? You are waiting for the mother for a long time. You are expecting her, but you are not very sure. When the bell rings, you are not very sure whether it is your mother at the doorbell. So you may make a guess. Could it be my mother? Could it be my friend Reena on the call? You received a call, the number is not saved, and you are simply making it a guess. You feel that maybe she is Reena. That time you can make use of the modal could. Could it be my friend Reena on the call? You are not very sure whether it is Reena on the call. So just your likelihood, that is you are assuming maybe it is Reena on the call. So in such cases also, we can make use of the modal could. The modal could can also be used in the present, but if it is in the form of an advice or a warning. It can be used in the present provided it is in the form of a warning or an advice. It can be in the form of a warning or an advice. For example, don't take overdose of sleeping pills. You could fall sick. Don't take overdose of sleeping pills. You could fall sick. That means you are advising or warning someone in the present not to do that activity. Another example, don't lift that chair. You could hurt yourself. Don't lift that chair. You could could hurt yourself. You're advising, you're warning somebody. The chair is heavy or the chair is broken. Don't lift it. If you lift it, you may hurt yourself. So, the could model can be used in the present also whenever you need to give a warning or whenever you need to give an advice. The model could is also used to give your suggestion. When someone is asking for something, asking your suggestions and lot of options are there, you are going to put in your suggestion. During that time also, we can make use of the model could to give suggestion. For example, we could go to the movie if you are interested. So somebody is asking you what to do and you are giving your suggestion. There's not a free time with you and you don't know how to spend your time, and somebody is asking you what to do. You are going to put in your suggestion. You say, we could go to the movie if you are interested. So if you are interested, we could go to the movie. So you are giving your suggestion. We could have a cup of coffee if you are tired. So again a suggestion. Okay, because you are tired, I suggest that we could have a cup of coffee so that we can refresh ourselves. So when you put in your suggestions, we can make use of the model could. The model could is also used when you want to make an offer. You are offering some help or you are offering something. Even during that time, they can use of the model could. For example, you could take my pen to write. So, maybe the person doesn't have a pen and you are offering that person your pen. So, for making offer, we can make use of the model could. You are offering your pen to that person to write. So, for offering something to someone, we can make use of the model could. She could drink coffee if she could drink my coffee if she is tired. You are offering, maybe you have some coffee with you and you are offering, because she is very tired, you are offering your coffee to her. So when you are going to make an offer, during that time too, we can make use of the model could. The model could can also be used with the verbs of senses. For example, see, touch, hear, taste. For example, the food was hot. I could not taste anything. The food was hot. I could not taste anything. As the food was hot, you were not able to taste anything. So, with the verbs of senses, also, we can make use of the model could. She could hear voices from the other room. She could hear voices from the other room. So again, here is the verbs of senses, and with the verbs of senses, we can make use of the model could. She could hear voices from the other room. So again, here is a verb of senses, and with all the verbs of senses or the verbs of perception, we can make use of the model could. With some verbs like think, believe, remember and understand, we can make use of the model could. For example, I could remember the way to her house even after many years. I could remember the way to her house even after many years. So here I have made use of the modal could with the verb remember. So with certain verbs like think, believe, remember and understand, we can make use of the modal could. I think it could be my mother at the door. You're not sure, but you think it could be your mother. So with the verbs like think, believe, remember and understand and some other verbs, we can make use of the modal could. I hope the explanation for the modal could is clear. Keep practicing until I meet you in the next video.